Alright, here we have question 3, and let's see what it has for us to do. Using the points above, show the work necessary to name this triangle as accurately as possible, sides and angles. Alright, so here is the graph, and these are the points. I decided to connect the points, makes it simple, easy, and nice. And we're going to find the point for each point, yeah. So this point is -5, 3. This point is 1, -1. This point is 5, 4. Alright, next we're going to use the distance formula to solve for them. And we're going to use these points in parentheses here and plug them in for a distance formula. So if you don't know what the distance formula is, it is radical x, so it's like the radical all over this. And then it's x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And yeah, just radical for that. And so, yeah, let's plug in the numbers to find your side. So I start out with this side. So we have -5 minus 1 because I chose to use -5 as my x2 and chose to use my 1 as my x1. Yeah. And then you square that, and then you, for the other side, you do plus 3, or at least I did this, 3 minus -1 because I chose 3 to be my y2 and -1 to be my y1. And you find that squared, yep. So this can be -6 squared plus not 4 squared, just normal 4 squared. So that's going to be 36 plus 16. And you're going to find that to be radical 52. So radical 52 is the length of this side. And now, I'm just going to give you another example. I'm just going to briefly go over through this one though. Here, -5, once again, or for this time, I'm doing the long side. This side right here. And so, -5. I chose -5 to be my x2 again. It's just simple. And normal 5. This is normal 5. It's not -5 because if it's -5 be in parentheses, it's just subtraction, part of the distance formula. So -5 minus 5 squared, and that's going to be -10 squared plus 3 minus 4 squared, which is going to be -1 squared, and that's going to be 100 plus 1, and that's going to be radical 101. And so that's the length of this side. And now, once you do this last side, you're just going to get radical 41. I think you know how to do it by now, so yeah. Now we're going to put this all into the Pythagorean theorem to find out, like, the side and angles of the triangle, and to name the triangle, yeah. So now, if you don't know the Pythagorean theorem, it is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. As you see, I already plugged this stuff in. 52 squared plus 41 squared equals, or radical 52 squared plus radical 41 squared plus 101 squared. Don't forget to keep this sign, because it is very different if you don't. So yeah, I just forgot to mention it. So we know radical 52 squared is just gonna go to, like, yeah, 52 times 52, and you simplify that down, it's just gonna be normal 52. So we're just gonna, when you square this, it's basically just removing all this. It's just going to normal 52. Same with everything else. Radical 41 squared is just going to be 41. Radical 101 squared is just going to be 101. And so now we add these two sides together, and 52 plus 41 equals 93. And 93 is less than 101. And when these two sides are less than the hypotenuse, or like the big side, that means that the triangle is obtuse. So we go here, and that's obtuse. And I also wrote down scalene, because the triangle is also scalene, because none of these sides are equal. So yeah, I hope this was good enough for you and it's helpful.